What's going on, y'all? Sam to Slam here. Welcome back to a brand new Slammed movie review. And to be told, when I did the night before, which is two movies before this, that was from Christmas Eve. Now, I've seen some movies this year, but I have never really documented them. I've really been in this kind of a depression where I stopped watching movies since Christmas Eve. And then I watched some movies, but older films that I've watched before, my girlfriend Heather and stuff. And then I finally got to, when I watched Willy's Wonderland, that's what got me back to I need to get back to watching movies. Movies has been a very big good pastime for me. It's a very good time waster. It gives you the power. It gives you the judge, jury, and executioner. You are the watcher. You are the viewer. You are the judger. Doesn't matter. People may like the film. You may don't. But I finally got my Blu-ray player back. Thank God. The old school Blu-ray player, and I borrowed some movies. I mean, I could get the movies on stream if I wanted to, but no. I went to the library and checked out what we're talking about right now, The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington. And I tell you what, even before we talk about this film, this is a film that I've seen. Well, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces. Like it's like these videos on Facebook by these Indians or some of these people that these different Hindu sites, and they just put random like movie titles like, "Oh, don't fuck with him. He'll get you with you." It's just weird shit, and they had these random clips, and I've seen a couple clips of The Equalizer, kind of spoiling some of it. But the thing is, though, I didn't give a shit. I wanted to check this out. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I even seen the ending before I even seen this film. I think I've seen this film a couple times on the internet, just bits and pieces, and then I saw on TV that it was at the ending, at the end of the film, and I was like, I have to watch this film one day. I borrowed it 2 weeks ago or something like that, and didn't get to see it. And I finally got to watch it today, and I fell asleep for a little bit, but I rewinded back. I was like, there's no way in hell that I think I slept by 15 minutes of it. So wind it back and watch it through where I stopped, where I remembered. And the thing is now I'm not the best reviewer, but okay, I love to talk about movies. I tell you what, though, Denzel Washington playing Robert McCall is probably, this character is the fucking badass. If there's a crossover, John Wick and Robert McCall will be a badass tag team. That would be so badass. The thing is, though, you find out about his. I mean, there's a. I don't know how to. Hold on, I'll talk about it here. I keep going in raw, no editing here. But this movie alone, just the way the music is too. I like the film. I like the score of this flick, and then also, like I said, Denzel Washington's character, his performance in this film, fucking bad motherfucking ass, and doesn't give a shit. He just is like, you fuck with him and you fuck with the people's honor and he broke the code. He's in good shit. So this story, basically, the story is he's just a typical, just chilling at the coffee shop or the diner, the 24/7 diner, and this call girl who's played by Terry, who's Chloë Grace Moretz, which I think is gorgeous. And she's a feminist, and seeing her in this role, I mean, I think she's only playing the sexual roles and being all risque and shit. But she's very beautiful in this. But she's like the call girl and stuff, and then he always talks to her, and he's reading his book, and she's like, "Oh, did they catch the fish?" Because he's reading a fisherman's tale. And then these Russian gangsters come involved, and they beat the fuck out of her and torment her because she's a fucking whore for the Russians, and it's just bullshit. And Robert McCall is sees it and gets tired of it, and then she gets really beat the fuck up badly, and then he gets pissed off, and he goes after the Russian gang. That's just basically what it is. He's got like PTSD or something. Just it's the conflict because of people suffering, and this young girl suffering, and you find out he's a widower. His wife died, and he's a former something. Now I fell asleep for the part. I where he meets up with his buddy, who's played by Bill Pullman, the plumbers, and Susan Plummer, who's played by Melissa Leo. He's ex-military or something. I don't know what the fuck he is. Hitman, I don't know. CIA? Probably CIA maybe. I don't know, but he's not afraid. This motherfucker's fucking fearless. And he's a fucking worker at like a Home Depot. Right? Yeah, like a fucking Home Depot department store. And he's fucking badass. He's cool as hell. He's a motivator to this guy named Ralphie, who's played by Jody Score artist. He's cool as fuck, you know. And but he gets. I mean, it's a slow burner. It takes. I mean, only 32 minutes until the first. You know, when he meets up with the first crew, who is the people taken out for the Vladimir Pushkin, who's the he's the see the thing in this film, he's the big corporate, he's the ringleader, but really it's his. I mean, yeah, he's the ringleader, but Teddy, because well, I just keep it's spoilers here. I don't care. The bits and pieces here is that fucking McCall gets pissed off and he kills the fucking Russians, the little just the small part. I mean, the people that were the small behalves that were running the whores and shit. And he fucking kills them all. And then there's this guy named fucking Teddy, who's played by Marton Csokas. I don't know, but he's some Russian fuck. He's basically the mob's. He's basically the mob's hitman, or he's the mom's detective. He's the fucking gangster detective or whatever, and he's trying to get to the bottom of this. He's very fucking demental. This movie makes you. This movie hates women. This movie is. If you want to watch a film of motherfucking woman abusers and you see women getting killed, getting choked out. I mean, getting strangled to death, and you want to see their comeuppance, watch this film, because this film it just like that Teddy motherfucker, very demental, didn't give a fuck. He's basically the anti Robert McCall. I mean, he does the same exact thing, but he's a fucking corrupted fucking moron. And the thing is, I think I like about this too in this film is that they coincide. I mean, they meet up. They meet up and talk and you know, and like they know, like it's like spy versus spy, or it's like I say, like Robert McCall, Washington's character. He's always one step further from these guys. He's always one step further. Like they go into his apartment, go into his damn apartment, and he's watching from another apartment. Like Teddy's like, he's in the other room. He's watching us. And it's cool that it kind of reminded me of the movie Heat. Remember the movie Heat with Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, and Robert De Niro? It's like when they, like, throughout it just reminded me of that, because they talk through before the robberies and stuff, you know, because one's a cop and one's a robber, you know, and that's what it reminded me of this film here. And the thing is, though, McCall does not budge against Teddy, or where the fuck his name is. And the fucking middle of the film, you know, the middle of this film, I mean, when they try to go after him, I mean, he just blows up. He blows up all the fucking operation and shit. Yada yada yada. He tries to. He motivates and mentors his coworker Ralphie, this little chubby kid. He's trying to get him to get the security officer job and shit. And it's this great film. I love this film. I mean, it's a long film. This is director from Training Day, Antoine Fuqua. I said that wrong probably, but this film is, well, from here, the credits and all, you know, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes, or 200, basically 205 minutes or something like that. But I tell you what though, it's good. Like when you first get in this flick, you know, it's a slow kind of getting there, but you see how he is, and you know, it's cool. But then you see his breaking point, and he gets fucking pissed off, and he goes after these fucking Russian fags, and the things that's it. And the thing is, it was fucking great. It was fucking fantastic. Absolutely recommend this film. Absolutely. And this film's you know, is this rewatchable? Yeah, definitely rewatchable. I mean, I just loved it. This film, he's like Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, motherfucker. Like, he's like an unstoppable. I mean, yeah, and the scene when they're in the fucking, the Home Depot store, when they're trying to get him, they're all facing off of him. Yeah, he gets shot and gets stabbed, I think, or something like that, but that's the only time. That's the only time that he gets a downfall, but it's not that bad. It's alright. It's okay. But it was fucking fantastic. And at the fucking end, with the nail gun, and at the fucking end with Pushkin getting electrocuted, that was fucking awesome. And then he recaps with Terry, who's played by Chloë Grace, who's Alina, and that's how it ends. She's got a new job and she's going on. And then we go on where he's looking for jobs on Craigslist to help out. So the thing is, I mean, action. Not, I mean, the action's great here, but it was just so good, and I was very intrigued. I was very entertained. 2 hour. I usually don't like 2 hour movies. I'm not really a 2 hour movie guy, but this was all right. Well, usually in the evening time, because I usually have to pass the fuck out. Because right now it's midnight right now, and I gotta wake up early. I got an appointment with my apartment complex to get my lease information get to have this townhouse for another year. Woohoo! But yeah, but it's been a minute since I did movies, and I'm trying to get back in there. I'm trying to get back. I've been playing the game lately. I've been playing Skyrim on the PS4. I've been playing on the fucking damn Call of Duty, which the game's been basically getting me down. And movies has never did that. And I'm glad that I got to get back. I need to start reviewing more. And the thing is, I got a lot more. I mean, there's some more movies, but who knows when. I'm trying just to get back into running the flex because I love watching movies and I love just talking about them and just blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So I'm STS. Thank you for watching my review of The Equalizer. Definitely recommended and definitely rewatchable. Shortly, I don't know, maybe the next review will be The Equalizer 2 because I want to see The Equalizer 2 and that people said that the first one's better than the second one. Pretty much, the first one's always better than the sequel ones, but then there's sometimes the sequel one's better than the first one. Like my opinion with the Terminator. I like Terminator 2 than Terminator 1. So, but I'm STS, and we'll see you again for the next same movie review. Peace.